This is a video I got in one of my emails. As you can see, it's a Muslim fundamentalist saying how easy it would be to kill off 300,000 Americans with anthrax. You'll notice that I found it on not YouTube, but a site called Tangle. It's basically GodTube trying to be a social networking site like MySpace. So it's a Christian site, but since it still retains a lot of the features of GodTube and other video sharing websites, it has various features such as comments and all that stuff. So let's take a look at what the comments say, just to see what the ideas are on how this should be handled, what to do about this, see what kind of things have been laid on the table. Christians should not be alarmed, for we serve a mighty God. Yeah, that's exactly what the Muslims are claiming, so you're not getting us anywhere. Ooh, look, this comment right here, this comment has a Bible quote. Yeah, really helpful. Really, really helpful. This one says, Lord, have him forgive this man. Yep, I'm going to forgive him for threatening us with anthrax. This one says we all need God. And he will continue to pray, because, praying to your invisible man to save yourself from another invisible man. Oh, look, more Bible quotes. Still getting so much done. Ooh, this comment's a doozy. Let's see here. It says, the enemy here is the philosophy of humanism. I guess apparently not religious fundamentalism. As long as it holds our nation and the nations of Arabia captive. Oh, look, humanism is holding the nations of Arabia captive. I thought it was religious fundamentalism. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird? Yeah. This comment says they can pray to Allah all they want, and that He will pray to His God, because we all know how much praying to invisible men gets us places. It says that the Christians in their countries, which last I checked there weren't any, they were all killed. Here this comment says, wow, that would be terrifying to watch if you didn't know Jesus Christ is your personal Savior. Well, I personally think it would be scary to watch for anyone with common sense. Here, this one says, it really saddens me that they don't know who the real Christ is. Well, just like you, they're claiming to. And look, more Bible quotes. Helpful as always. So yeah, to summarize the comments on that video, it was basically Bible quotes, a bunch of people saying that they would pray to their invisible man to keep the Muslims safe from their invisible man, and a couple other comments that said we shouldn't be afraid, or that they shouldn't be afraid because they're Christians and their faith will protect them. We can see the intellectual level of the people making these comments. Here they're acting as if the answer to Muslim fundamentalism is Christian fundamentalism, and that's not it at all. The answer to fanaticism is not fanaticism. I mean, last I checked, it usually isn't a good idea to try to out-fanaticize your opponents. That probably won't work out in the end. In my opinion, these comments are almost as scary as the video itself. Not because the comments are threatening us with anthrax or another terrorist attack, but because, by the looks of these comments, Muslims are exporting their own religious fundamentalism and religious intolerance to the West. In effect, this could eventually destroy Western culture as we know it. If Muslims are successful in exporting their religious fundamentalism, then you'll see various Western ideas such as freedom of speech and freedom of religion eventually go away. This threat is almost as dangerous as the Muslims and their own irrational, violent beliefs by themselves. Now, some of you may say that this isn't a valid representation of either Islam or Christianity. That instead of basing my thoughts on these religions on the normal Christian or Muslim, I'm instead basing it on a radical minority. Now, I could feed you the moderates give the radicals cover, but you've all heard it before. The fact is, it takes one man to carry anthrax into the United States. Now, do the Muslims have anthrax? I don't know. But if they do, it'll only take one radical to bring anthrax into the United States. It only takes one radical in any situation to make everything worse. As for the Christian commenters, I'm not sure if they're the radicals, because I didn't see any comments disagreeing. Now, it could be that this site just has a large number of fundamentalists, but regardless, at what point do the radicals become prevalent enough to no longer be called the radicals? At what point do the radicals become the normal of the religion? And you know what? Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe this problem won't ever be able to reach a level where it can destroy Western ideology. Now, there's always a possibility, but even if it were impossible, even if there were no possibility of that ever occurring, that still doesn't change the fact that religious fundamentalism of this magnitude does have an extreme negative impact on our society and on our civilization. I'm probably going to post this video to both Tangle and YouTube. So anyways, that's about all for now. See you guys.